all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye, oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Sing, choirs of angels, sing in exulta-tion. Sing, all ye citizens of heaven above. Glory to God, glory in the highest. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. You are Christ the Lord, and his name shall be a wonderful counselor. His name shall be everlasting Father. His name shall be Prince of Peace, mighty God. His name shall be Emmanuel, and we'll praise your name forever. We'll praise your name forever. We'll praise your name forever, Christ the Lord. His name shall be a wonderful counselor. His name shall be everlasting Father. His name shall be Prince of Peace, mighty God. His name shall be Emmanuel.
So here we are, talking about Christmas songs and
Yes.
worship together,
Very
which I think is just
I
like the
love
most
it.
exciting thing.
It is.
Praise.
Was just wanted to revisit for a second the idea that we actually have Christmas music to be releasing, which is so exciting for
Yes.
Passion and
Something
you
very
guys that we've
exciting.
dreamed about for a while, and then to have this opportunity is just amazing. So
It is.
obviously this song is a standard. It is literally, I think if there is a song that everyone sings every Christmas, this is probably it.
It is.
Right? And so what a privilege to be able to carry the song, Mel, and to just feel like you're able to bring that to people. And just was thinking about as you're leading it, what power there is in the invitation
Yeah.
to come not just to a cradle where a baby was born, but to a Jesus that's
Yeah.
alive
That's right.
and in control today, and how that invitation is issued through this song.
Yeah. You know, I was doing some research on the history of this song
Yeah.
because, like you said, it's been around forever.
Yeah.
And so I was reading, and they translated it from Latin into English. And so the first title that the song actually had was Ye Faithful Approach Ye, which is so weird.
Approach
I mean,
ye?
approach ye. Ye
Okay.
faithful approach ye.
Yes.
So obviously that didn't stick. It didn't stay around. But I love that
Hard
was
to see why,
wonder
really.
why.
When I think
mean,
about that, that
it
feels awkward
rolls
that they
off
wouldn't
the
pick
tongue.
that.
But I love that word approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's
Yeah,
what
good.
Christmas is about.
Truly.
It's really that Jesus came so that we could approach the Father,
Yes.
so that we could have that relationship restored with Him. And it's the Hebrews 4, I think it is, where it says, approach the throne of God with confidence, approach His grace with confidence. And that's what Christmas is about.
beautiful.
And so I love that.
I feel like when you lead it too, it feels like when there's such a tender side of your voice and you're leading it. And it reminds me of a family sitting around in their living room at Christmas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be a big, like I'm pronouncing everything and yelling everything. It's really just a tender moment where we realize that the King has come.
Yeah.
He's truly with us. And that Him being Emmanuel changes everything
Yes.
about us.
Yes,
today.
it's been one of the most worshipful Christmas songs for me because it uses words like behold
Yeah.
and come and see what our God has done. That's
Yeah.
what it's about. And so it is. It's that sitting and just saying it doesn't have to be crazy. My King is right here with me. I just have to become aware of it. And so behold Him. He is here with us, God, Emmanuel.
Such a cool invitation. Christian, I was thinking about this little post-chorus thing that came out of you. And one of the things I love about you as a worship leader is that you can go into moments, but then you can actually feel the moment when you're there. And sometimes what then is pronounced is different than even maybe what we planned.
Yeah.
And isn't that powerful that God, the Holy Spirit, is powerful enough to announce something in a moment and not just pre-plan the moments?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
I mean, what a great concept.
wow.
And this was one of those.
Yes.
This was one of those moments. I think it was at Christmas Eve, was it not?
Yeah.
Or somewhere leading up to the Christmas days where you were leading this song and it just felt like something came pouring out of you.
Yeah, and Mel just said it. There's such a spirit of worship on this song. And I remember I don't even remember when it happened. We can't find it documented anywhere, so it just sort of got
I
passed
can
down.
kind of remember the moment, but I can't remember the timing. But
me
I'm
either.
old, so it's possible that that's part of it.
But yeah, it just felt like there was such a spirit of worship in the room,
Yeah.
and that pronouncement, I love that, just came out. This is who He is. This is in Isaiah, He shall be called. And it felt like as God's people, it was a beautiful thing to sing confidently and hold on to and remember this is who Jesus is.
Yeah. I love that we didn't really know it was a thing, but as the songs begin to take root in our house,
Yeah.
that it's really become a thing.
Yeah.
Because it does feel like that it's the tying it together with the King was born, the invitation to worship Him, but then the reminder of who He truly
right.
is.
Yeah. That's right.
And that balance in the song is what gives it so much levity.
Yes.
So I love that. Talk about playing it. I know if you have a traditional hymn player that you can just play it straight from
Yeah.
sheet music. But honestly, that's not what Jeff's playing either. He's playing like the most remarkable, beautiful version of the song. So talk about that for a second.
Yeah,
Jeff.
yeah, for sure. So first off, we're in the key of E flat. That's where we're at. And I'll kind of cover, really the main part of the song comes from what you hear over the intro. It comes back a lot in the turnaround section too. But chord-wise, it's just the one chord, 4, 1 over 3, and then back to the 4. And as far as the part that's happening over that, what's going on there, and I'll use the scalar degrees for it, but it's this repeating part that goes 3, 5, 7, 1, does that again. And then over the 4 chord, it's 4, 5, 7, 1, 2, 1, 7, 5. Then back to the first part over the 1 over 3. And then kind of the second part again here, the B part. And it finishes on the 2, 5, 3, and then lands on the 1. So that's the intro and kind of the turnaround sections there. It comes back a bunch. For the verses, we've got, oh, come. There's a little sus there. All ye faithful. Back to the 1. Triumphant. 5 over 7. Oh, come. There's the 6. Ye, oh, 5. and then stays on the 5, goes to this open 2 thing, which if you're gonna play the 2, make sure you play the major 2, and then the 5. This is where Christmas songs get fun, right? So then you got the second part here, 1/3, come, and is the 4 there, 5, 6, 1/3, 4, 5, and then here's the chorus, 1, still the 1 there, and then you've got this walk up, 1/3, 4, 5, and here's the 4, 5, 6, 5, and then resolves on the 1. And then really the only other section is that bridge section, the original part, which really the first time through just kind of stays on the 1 and a 1 sus. So his name shall be Wonderful Counselor, and just repeats that over and over, 1 and 1 sus. And then the last time on, I guess it'd be the halfway through spot, it switches just on that very, very last bridge where it goes to a 1/3. His name shall be Prince of Peace, 4, mighty God, and then 1/5, back to the 4, and then resolves at the very end on the 1. That's pretty much the whole thing.
Jeff Lawson, everybody.
I mean, Jeff, you make it
Wow.
look so easy. Literally.
Can you see why we wanted him to
If I
teach
had
it
my
at
dream,
night?
I would go home and play that. But honestly, it would not sound like that if I did. So I love that you
so
make
good.
something that feels universal also feel easy and simple, but yet so beautiful and so profound, even in your playing. And he makes your life easy because basically you have no pick, you just strum along.
Yeah, I was just strumming
Isn't that
along.
the best?
So I leave all the heavy lifting to Jeff.
I appreciate that about
It's
you.
teamwork.
It's teamwork and it is dream work.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys for sharing the song. And I know I just started thinking about all the people this year in their Christmas gatherings all over the world who will be doing this version of the song, which makes me so happy to think about that we could bring something to that equation today. So what a
I
privilege.
agree. Yeah.
Amazing.
Thanks.